funny. This, just popped up in my YouTube feed. The NFL linebacker for the Raiders, Lyle Alzado. I want to say he died in the early 90s. Early 90s? Yeah, late 80s? I don't know. But he was blaming steroids for his brain cancer or whatever he had. And there's no, public autopsy information or anything that I, have been able to find on Google or that's, whatever. But he was like a mouthpiece for, all these guys that use steroids, they come out bashing steroids. And, I'm sure you use steroids, but I'm sure I can say this is what I really think happened to Lyle Alzado. So back before they could make synthetic human growth hormone, they used to take the growth hormone out of cadavers somehow, out of the pituitary, I guess, of dead people. And I think at the time, HIV wasn't being, was being one of those things that you might not have been able to really test for it, or they weren't testing for it, or they just didn't give a fuck. I don't know which. It could be all three. Pick one. But it's like the mad cow disease thing. I had a choice to get a cadaver bone put in my neck or a metal bone thing, and I said, well, I don't want a cadaver. You know what I mean? If I get that, I don't want a cadaver. So what I think happened was Lyle Alzado, and I'm not wishing this on him. He's dead, and I don't mean to speak ill, and I'm just saying, to preserve his legacy back then, HIV was something that only, people that had sex with men got. God forbid if you ever got it, everybody's going to call you a whatever. There's other ways of getting it. I had a guy that was talking about the mafia. He was in the Philly mob, and he was talking about how one of the guys in the Philly mob got AIDS from sharing needles with steroids and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I've never really heard I've never heard stories of people sharing fucking steroid needles. One, they get dull really fucking quick, and two, after using it one time, it hurts to whatever. So I think what happened, Lyle Alzado, I think got HGH, and the HIV virus was inside it. And if you watch some of his things, it's he doesn't really say, what he was taking. And I don't know, I was just watching one of his interviews, and the guy was a fucking beast, back when the Raiders were, I don't even think I got a stop sign here. Back when the Raiders, were the Raiders. Back when football was fun to watch in the 90s and late 90s. But anyways, that's my take on it. I'm not trying to be Mr. Conspiracy Theory. That's something that I just kind of, knowing what I know about PEDs, and not that I'm a doctor or anything, but I just kind of, I just kind of felt like his story was a little goofy, to be honest with you. So that's what I think happened.